So the School and Community Citizen Science Project is a collaborative effort by the Port Moresby Nature Park and Zoos Victoria. And we created this program for students to use STEM in a real world and authentic context to get students to collect data about all the birds that live in and around their schools.
Birds play a very important role in the ecosystem. So with your data collection, it helps go a long way.
They started off by doing an actual practical investigation as well as looking at female STEM role models as well.
My PhD research involved looking at how our forests on floodplains and by rivers provide important habitat for birds.
You are going to be transformed into bird scientists and undertake a real scientist study in the field.
In terms of the nitty-gritty, they got down to biological science by looking at bird habitats and adaptations. They were using technology through the eBird app, which was used on all their phones and then uploaded to the internet, as well as maths for their data analysis, as well as improving their science communication skills, which is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the scientific process.
The next bird is Asialink, commonly known as the southern casuary.
The aim of my project was to identify the different species of birds in my school community, their physical features and behavioral adaptations, and most importantly, their role in the ecosystem.
Well, the specific method used is the sampling method, along with data statistics and observations. The data collected are photos. We took photos of those different birds. We had to do more research on the characteristics of those birds, the behaviors, and more on their habitats. The habitat of the Brahminy kite eagle is a coastal, particularly situated at mangrove swamps and estuaries. It is somewhere seen over forest and along the river.
We aimed to make the program as accessible to everybody as we possibly could. Firstly, we had a teaching guide, a student workbook, supporting materials such as PowerPoints, videos, data sets, and all of those resources were designed to be done both online and offline. So if students or teachers were having issues with internet connectivity or anything like that, they could still go through the program and they could still complete the activities without relying on internet.
What's great about this project is the data that the students collect, it's used by real-world scientists all over the world. So this opportunity is really unique for students to take part in a global community of citizen scientists and contribute to the knowledge base.
We can kind of see the difference between two different areas within Australia, like Papua New Guinea and Brisbane. So we can find out what different species there are in different areas.
I think the thing that stood out to us the most was actually the quality of the data sets that the students collected, which also showed their learning about adaptations and how these adaptations help birds to survive.
In the bushland, they seem to be a lot more native to their surroundings, and they would practice their calls and all those things. But in urban areas, they would almost have like a humanistic type characteristic where they would, they'd be scavenging for food by people, and they'd be comfortable with people which they wouldn't usually be comfortable.
It's getting, students and teachers really interested in things that are happening out there, and so I think that was the biggest indicator for us that it was a successful project.
Well, I think it's great to become aware of our own ecosystems around us, and also see Papua New Guinea's ecosystems and how they compare to Brisbane's. Really good to compare and learn from this experience.